We wanted to create a garden that sort of spilled out from the house, so it was very connected to the house. That was a place where we could invite our friends and be very sociable, so lots of nice places to sit, and we have lots of activities in the garden, open gardens, etc. And also somewhere organic. We didn't want to have any use chemicals.
Organic is often thought of as without pesticides and artificial fertilisers, but it's a lot more than that. Really the centre of the organic garden, our organic garden, is the compost heap, and that is we rely upon to produce the fertility and feed the soil, so that we grow plants that are strong enough to withstand the challenges of a northern climate and northern slopes. And it's much warmer in the middle.
Yeah, it's really warm.
Yeah, that's only been there a few minutes.
So one of the biggest problems we've got is slugs. Like all organic gardeners, they're formidable creatures. So the way that we deal with them is we have cuffs. We put cuffs around young plants. Once they get established, they're not so necessary. And then we have slug pubs, and they're filled with cheap beer. And then finally, if our plants are in pots, we put copper tape around the pots. My husband Paul has had Parkinson's for 22 years and had quite an academic job, a lot of sitting behind a desk. Well, when he retired, he became really very practical, and he's built lots and lots of things in our garden. A chicken house. Hello, ladies. Hiya. Do you like a bit of extra? Come on. Beautiful eggs. And a house for the wood. We've got lots of wood. We scavenge wood from around this area. And then we've got a summer house that he built that Airbnb stayed in. And also in the last year, he's built me a really beautiful pottery studio.
Well, Parkinson's is a strange condition. One time I thought that it simply deteriorated, but in fact it goes up and down. Sometimes I feel that my balance is good enough to go up a ladder, but other days I just wouldn't attempt that.
And I can remember the Parkinson's nurse phoned up one day, wanted to speak to you, and it was dark, and you were up on the roof with a torch on your head, torchlight on your forehead. And I said, oh, he can't speak to you because he's up on the roof with a torch on his head. And she said, oh, I haven't really got any other Parkinson's patients quite like Paul. So, yeah.
The garden is always changing, and it changes as I change. It challenges me to balance and stretch. It builds confidence and strength. It gives me a reason to get up and get out, and it provides me with fresh organic food.
We sow seeds. We grow nearly all our vegetables from seed, and we start sowing in February, and then we'll perhaps sow again in March and even in April, and obviously carry on growing through the growing season. It so much depends what the weather's like.
You want that one?
We've got a comfrey bed here. It's not a very big bed. We've got more comfrey elsewhere in the garden, and we put it in here. We don't add water. Some people say add water because it makes a vicious smell if you add water. So we just leave the comfrey, all bits of the comfrey chopped up and put in here. And then after a few weeks, it makes this beautiful dark liquid here, which we then add water to and feed our tomatoes.
Like a big one.